Okay, so today we're going to go through some very basic ergonomics of how to sit down. I think everybody can relate to this, including myself, because I work remote. We are constantly sitting down, and this creates a lot of pressure on the spine, especially when it comes to the lack of space between what's called the intervertebral discs, which are the space in between the vertebrae. Okay, and so that has a ring, and then there's a liquid in between called the nucleus. And there is a lot of shifting of that nucleus to combat some of these issues. And eventually, this can cause deterioration of the lumbar spine. Okay. What I like to say is that, maybe just this is what we commonly see as, hey, this is what good ergonomics looks like, but really is it, right? As you can notice, this lady right here has a lot of pressure on her ischial spine, which is this part right here. There is a little bit more on what's called anteversion of the ilium or the pelvis, where it's kind of tilting down and forward. This accentuates the lumbar lordosis, which is more curvature in here, or a lot of people will start using lumbar support in their back to accentuate this. Guess what that does? It creates more compression. The paravertebral muscles are tonic, which means that they're tense for 7 to 8 hours a day, and that is not so great for the spacing in your disc and the biomechanic of that. Now remember, our body always adapts to environment. Okay, so do we really want to adapt to compression and forward head posture and things like this? This is what we're told not to do, but really, is it wrong, right? And so, as you can see here, her hamstring muscles, remember the hamstrings attached to the ischial tuberosity, which is over here. There's flattening out of the back and there's spacing in the spine. There is excessive curvature here, but believe it or not, this is a state of relaxation. This is a state of tension, okay? And so even sitting like this and really not using that lumbar support or getting a nice comfortable chair, I would advise you to start, just get up and walk around the office a little bit throughout the day. Maybe put your legs on the wall, like how we did in some of my old videos, and really just get some circulation going, okay? And so relaxation, this is able to pump synovial fluid from what over here is the cranium and the circulation down towards the cranial sacral rhythm, okay? And so hopefully this helped. So a quick recap. This is not necessarily healthy. This doesn't look very good, but believe it or not, biomechanically, it creates a little bit of space for the spine. You're going to want to get up and walk around, put your legs on the wall, maybe just bend over just a little bit to kind of pump some fluid towards the ligamentous system in the spine. And hopefully some of this helped. Share the video for somebody you know who needs it, and I'll see you next time.